I'm gonna tell you the truth, having a vision board, writing your goals down is a waste of time. Yeah, you're probably like, oh, I heard to do that. It's a waste of time if you do not complement that with specific actions. A lot of people that write things down and go, I'm gonna do it all together. I'm gonna get this stuff done, make it a vision board, and I'm gonna write my goals down, which to be honest is powerful, but you gotta complement that with actual actions. You gotta bring these things to life. If you don't do it, then nothing comes to life. Nothing comes to pass. And what you end up doing is you spend the next 5 years of your life living in a crappy house, living a crappy life, and looking at yourself and going, you know what, I had this amazing picture on my wall of this dream I wanted to live, but I'm not living it. Why? Because you sat down and did nothing, even though you wrote the goals down, you had this clear idea of what you wanted, it was a vision board and made, but nothing moved. This is the biggest issue with a lot of people, is they have these big dreams and ideas, but nothing really comes to pass. And if you don't do this, that's gonna be your existence. I hate to say it, but that's gonna be your actual existence. Is I have a dream, I'm not living it. Somebody else is living it. They're in that nice house, in the nice car, got the nice person in their life, they got kids and they got money and they're traveling. It all looks good. I got it on my wall. Why am I not doing it? Well, you aren't living a life in a specific way. And I've been a guy that did this. I wanted at one point in time to be great at speaking. I said, I'm gonna be great at speaking. I had a vision of I wanna be on a stage and I wanna do this thing, and it was gonna be amazing. Now at this point in my life, I do get on stages and talk to tens of thousands of people at times. I talk to people online. I do different virtual stuff. I do some really cool things, but to be honest, man, I had a window of time where I wasn't doing that. I wanted to, but I wasn't actually doing it. And so now I look at my life and go, okay, cool. How do I take this lesson and give it to you right now? And here's what it was. I had to sit back and go, where can I apply action to the vision and what I have written down? Where do I apply action? In fact, what I did was I said, you know what? The one thing that I'm not really good at is what's called extemporaneous speaking. Can I speak off the cuff, in flow, like I'm doing right now with a random idea? Take the idea and just let it ride. That's how I do my content, man. I just tell most people that are phenomenal speakers and content creators, we have an idea, we just talk. That's what it is. Now, am I special? No, I just practiced something, and here's how I practiced. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I wanna develop a habit of getting into the flow of thinking of something and talking from it without having some script. So I would literally every day film a 90-second video called a nightly 90. That was it, a nightly 90. And I did this and I posted it without missing a day for 1,333 straight days. That was it. Can I rock and roll for 3.65 years? And I did 3.65 years nonstop, didn't miss a day, and rocked. Now I stopped at 1333 because 333 is a special number to me. But that was it. It was a habit I built, a process I built. And the more you build these habits and these processes, the more that your life unfolds in an amazing way. So we're gonna go through today exactly 8 habits that I believe will help you change your life, help you do different things in ways you never thought possible. So pay attention, please tune in, write this down if you need to, but apply these different lessons. And the first lesson is overall life, exercise regularly. There's a great book by Dr. John Rady called Spark. And it's all about how to not look at your brain as something that's just being carried around by your body, right? We all think, I just gotta think, gotta focus, gotta pay attention. Yeah, but that body you got right there, that thing needs to be dialed too, because if it's dialed, it fuels the brain properly. Everything, the fuel that's coming into the brain up here comes from down here. So why aren't you taking care of this? And I say exercise, I do not mean you gotta go crazy Goggins level and run 100,000 miles in a week. You know, you don't gotta go hard in the pain, man. You just gotta find your level of hard, your level of pushing. It's gotta be a regular process. Maybe you start off with a few sit-ups and push-ups each day, because that's all you can do. Then you progress into, okay, you know, the next thing I'm gonna do, then I'm gonna build up and I'm gonna start doing more of some runs. I'm gonna jog, I'm gonna lift some weights, I'm gonna do some band work, I'm gonna join an exercise class, I'm gonna buy a bike, I'm gonna go and swim, I'm gonna go for a hike. I don't care what you do. I listed a bunch of them off. Go do something. The more you do, the more you exercise, not only does it make you healthier, allows your brain to dial in and focus for longer, but also it has you feel prideful, man. Makes you feel good about yourself. You feel like, all right, I got a little something, maybe I could do something cool with it, right? But that is a special thing. If you don't have that sense of self and the energy to apply to an hour, 2 hours, a whole day, you don't get that outcome because you can't do the work physically. So first habit is to find a way to exercise regularly and build upon that in time. Number 2, practice mindfulness. What's mindfulness? It's an interesting thing. I think a lot of people hear mindfulness and go, oh, frilly, it's soft. No, be aware. Pay attention. Be mindful of the situations in real time. I'm really big on this. I say this a lot to people, is this idea of mindfulness is one that we don't actually look at as a practice. Meditation is a good way, being silent, being quiet, deep breathing, like really focusing on even just being grateful we got, or like some daily routine we can put in place. But being mindful allows you to come back to center and be in control of the machine that's running your life. You. See, a lot of us just, we get up, all of us, and the day starts and we're off and we are rocking, we are rolling. We're not even really paying attention to like what's going on and am I dialed in and how are things moving? And the next thing I know, I'm sitting here in this world of whatever my world is going, man, I don't know if I'm in control of this thing the way I wanted to. I don't know if everything's dialed the way it should be. I don't know if I'm really getting things clear and anchored. So what happens is I start living this life where I'm all over the place and I'm not really dialed and clear and anchored in place. And so you got to start saying, where can I be mindful and be in control again? The more in control you can be, the better you will be in the long term. So spend more time being in control, being dialed in by just simply practicing mindfulness as seriously a daily habit you can apply. Number 3 is read every single day. I got a stack of books you can't see over here. I'm reading. I got books over here. I'm reading consistently. I got a great book I just got called Greatness. I don't know where it's at. It's over there, I think, on my other desk, or maybe it's upstairs in my room. The idea is you got to pay attention to what you actually are putting into your brain. We go and watch news and television. We consume videos like this, but is it doing something for your life? I love the part that people don't understand is a book is a great way to have somebody else's concentrated thoughts dialed into a book, a single space to consume what they have taken years to amass as knowledge, and it's all in one book. You get to take that and apply that. Oh, give me some of that, right? Where can you go and apply knowledge? Can you learn from a book and then apply it? So read every day. Read something. It's got to be somewhere your brain is actually consuming the right stuff to come out later. People wonder why they're not successful. Well, you're watching too many random TV shows, and that's all you're watching is just television. Read. Get a good book. Dial it in. Now, number 4 is one that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but you really got to put this in, is get enough sleep. Whether it's for you working out to recover and be healthier, or just to be energized for a day, or be mild-mannered and have control of your emotions, you need to get adequate sleep. Most people look at sleep as like, oh, I'll sleep when I die. Like, you're going to die early then. You can sleep a lot, right? So you need to pay attention because it's actually bad for your health. Learn how to get a good night's sleep. And the reason most people, in my opinion, don't is there's so much to do and I can't miss out on this. I got to get up early and get it after the day, and then I got to stay up late, and you're getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Your body can't handle that. You won't even notice how crappy you feel until you get a really good night's sleep and go, oh my gosh, I feel like a new person. You shouldn't have that randomly. That should be every day. I get at minimum 7 hours. I try to get 8 to 8.5 every day, but at minimum, I got to get 7 hours of sleep, man. Has to happen. I don't care if I'm getting up early, cool, I gotta go to bed early. It's what I gotta do because I know that my sleep allows me to do this for you. If I don't have my ability to be energized, like I'm not of any use to the rest of the world, even my kids or my own self and my health. So you gotta get adequate sleep. So set the calendar and how you need to set it to get certain things done so you can get the right sleep. And if you think to yourself, I gotta stay up late to get it done, don't do that. Seriously, something to somebody else to go, I gotta delay on this, I gotta get rest. Like if they kick back, then like, you know what, maybe it's your fault for not being better organized. But at the same point in time, like when you sharpen that axe, you can cut deeper faster, right? So sharpen the axe, get your actual rest. Number 5 is you've got to get to the point of getting a healthy diet put in place. Our family, we have pre-made meals sent to the house. Can everyone do this? No. Could we do this growing up? No, I was super poor. But I go, hey, at this point in my life, I can serve at a high level, and I want to make sure I'm able to do that the best I can. So I'm going to focus primarily on finding ways to give my body and my family, my time, the right nutrition, but also the time. Like I can not have to focus on, going to the store and prepping food. I can spend more time with my kids and training my kids, with my wife, training my wife, with you, training you. I can do more of this because I'm not focused every day on a certain selection of time to get the food and get that done. No, I can focus and be here. So diet's a big piece, putting healthy stuff in so you have the energy. If you put crap in this thing, out comes crappy energy, crappy thoughts, crappy everything. So put stuff into your body that's beneficial and helps you. Next, connect with other people. There's amazing ties that happen when I'm able to connect with other humans. And there's a big tie both professionally and personally. When I look at professional, if I'm connected to people and I want to have these changes to my life, I need to be around people that have changed their life. People who have also navigated these kind of ups and downs and pitfalls, because if I'm not around these kind of people, I'll find myself struggling, like not having the traction I really want to have. And so what I recommend, like highly recommend, is you find ways to focus yourself on how can I really get to the point of being connected to people who will drive me to the right place, drive me in the right direction, give me the energy I need, push my body in the right place, and also push my mind so I can aspire to more things than what I currently am at, have them challenge me to be in better places. Now, personally, you need people that are places to have safe conversations, outlets, have deep emotional, intimate connection with your spouse, your partner, have fun with your kids. Like you need to have something that gives you a reason to actually benefit on the professional side. If all you're doing over here is just going, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this thing and make some money and have some, who are you gonna spend the time with when you have the money? Oh no, I'm just gonna make the money. Well, you're gonna share it with anybody? No, just me. It's not as much fun. But if it becomes you going, I'm gonna take my wife on an amazing date, take my kids on a great trip, I'm gonna go and take my team out and do something great with them. Now you feel good. There's a purpose to having a professional success. So making sure that you have connections with great people, both personally and professionally, is a paramount piece. Then you've got to pursue a passion or a hobby. I don't know what it is about us humans. We absolutely got to have that thing that, man, it gears us up. It gets us in a different tick. I think so many of us spend time living life that is passionless and purposeless. That what happens, we go through these motions, we get into what I call a fog. And there are people that have lived a lifelong fog. They've been in the same space and the same thing years and years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden you find that these people aren't happy. They're not making progress. You've really got to pull yourself back at a certain time and go, where can I improve in this? Where can I make my life better? Where can I pursue a passion, something that lights me up? What is something you can pour into that fills you up? Like I have a passion of training my kids. I can pour into that, but it fills me up, right? That's a different kind of passion for me. I don't have hobbies. I'm not out, I don't know, flying paper airplanes. Like I'm not out there digging up trenches to plant trees. I don't have any hobbies like that. My hobbies are my family, my work. Now on top of that, I do have hobbies of like television shows and movies, if you want to call it that, but that's not like a hobby type thing. But I love my life because the hobbies involve the things that matter most to me. I enjoy working out and I work out with my kids. I spend time doing that. And that for me gives me this passion where I get to pour out. Also, I love doing this. I love getting on and talking and coaching and giving ideas, because it's these ideas that are put into me that have allowed me to become a happy, joyous person. So I want to pass that on the best I can. So really spending time as best you can into a space of where you can pursue a passion or a hobby will light your world up in different ways. And then finally, practice self-care. Practice caring for yourself in ways that maybe other people don't sometimes. Now I know it sounds odd and you're like, what do you mean practice self-care? I mean genuinely practice self-care. Self-care meaning care about yourself, care about the way you look, care about the way you feel, care about the way you are clean in your body. Like care about that. Care about the people you put around your circle, because those people, man, they're going to affect the outcome of your life ongoing for many, many years to come. And so what I'm real big on is like having the practice in place. And it's not waiting until you fall apart. It's not waiting until you're stressed out, can't handle stuff. Don't wait till it's too late. You must practice self-care now. The more you can put things of habit into your life that allow you to come out happier every day, the longer you can go on the journey of achieving something amazing, changing your life. You're not going to change your life if your whole focus is on how do I get this done right now, immediately, right now. No, it's too stressful. Life's a long journey. You better spend time thinking of what are the things I can do now that are consistent practices, not arbitrary things I put in at different times, but consistent practices I'm doing, scheduled, that allow me to be great. My wife, she loves people to rub her body. I don't know, she loves massages. Not that it's like random people rubbing her body by any means, but she loves massages. She loves to get, body work done. I'm not a big fan of it. I like to stretch, recover, and work out. I like to be alone. I want to sit and be quiet and just stare at walls and think about what my brain's been having come in consistently, right? These are different areas, but it's scheduled. They're structured into our days. We don't let people mess these up, ourselves included. But you've got to practice this as a self-care habit. The more these habits get into your life, the more your life will change long term. So focus on that big time. That's it. Make sure you check out this video here. This one right here is one that I spent some time unpacking a little bit more to give you some breadth of getting a grasp of this concept. When you really get this one in, it'll be one that helps you progress much faster than you thought. That's it. Take care. Bless you. And as always, do the dark work so you can make shift happen.